Pisces, how are you? I'm Danielle. This is Moonlight Intuition. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading for you, fabulous water signs. If there is something that resonates in this video for you, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I am a newer channel, so all these little things just help the videos get out there more, and perhaps the messages will reach other Pisces who may benefit. If you'd like a personal reading with me, all that information is in the description box below. You can check that out. And let's see what, and also I'm a professional pet sitter. So we have Mr. Bear back here. I'll show you Bear. And then there's Lucy over there too. She might make an appearance. I just did Aquarius's reading and Lucy pretty much licked my entire face at the end of the reading and I loved it. So, okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Interesting. You're kind of showing up in your reading here. Okay, so first of all, hi Bear. Bear, you good boy? He's like, leave me the fuck alone. So, okay, first of all, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords. I feel like this is you right now, Pisces. Said with love. And the Hanged Man reverse. Now, this card really is Pisces energy, and it is a major arcana. And the major arcanas in tarot signify kind of major turning points in life. So first of all, the Ace of Pentacles. This is like the aces in tarot are like kind of blessings from the universe. And the pentacles is kind of, you know, the element of earth. So it could be anything, like literal, tangible gifts, like, you know, money or new opportunities or meeting new people. You know what I mean? It's less like, ooh, a creative download. It's kind of like literal things. And I feel like a lot of good things want to find you. Actually, this is like a really good card for you because it's your opposite, because you're a water sign and you're like the most water sign of all water signs. I feel like all the Pisces people are like, we know. I'm a Cancer too, water sign. I get it. Anytime I meet water signs, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I know. We go through it. But you know what? Also too, I feel like I'm just going to say this before I even say this. I'm saying this to all the water signs. I'm just saying it. Like, water signs are the way of the future. So, okay, Pisces, stop looking out there what you're supposed to do because there's no example. You're the example. You're meant to reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your heart, and lead and do things that make you happy and, you know, inspire others to do the same. There's no example out there. You're the example. So stop looking out there for fulfillment or happiness. It's you, okay? So with that said, the pentacles being the earth element, you're a water sign and you're very mystical. And Pisces, you're like the most kind of, you know, dreamy, mystical, sometimes like you fall into kind of these like escapism, like fantasy land, like you're somewhere else, you know? Because again, I like to say this to Pisces, you're a fish. So think what it's like to be underwater. It's a whole other world. And sometimes you fall into that whole other world. Now, that's okay. That whole other world is where everything first starts. What do I mean by that? Anything that is here on Earth started in the metaphysical world, which is really where Pisces lives. Everything. Whoever designed this lip balm was first like, okay. You know what? I really wish I could have like a lip balm that's pink. Maybe other women and like other people might want to benefit from that too. Ooh, and it'd be like really moisturized. Okay, like, I'm going to take this idea from the mystical world. I'm going to go on my computer on the physical world. I'm going to look up, okay, are there manufacturers of lip balms? Oh, there is one. I'm going to set a meeting and then I'm physically going to go take this mystical idea and meet this person who works at this manufacturing place. Hey, I have this idea for this lip balm. And then, okay, I'm going to take this metaphysical idea. I'm going to look at molds. Oh, okay, I'm going to design. And then one day, yeah, what started in your metaphysical world ended up a real thing. Okay? And now Pisces, this is true for everything. So your limiting beliefs, basically, it's like everything that you're daydreaming about is meant for you, okay? Because you're probably, whatever you may do, there's going to be many different people watching these videos, but whomever you may be, like let's say if you're an actor, you're probably not daydreaming about like doing brain surgery or going to outer space or what, or maybe you are, but you know what I mean? It's like whatever you're thinking about is for you. So if your thoughts, and I feel like Pisces, you being the fish, like unlike the other water signs, like Cancer and Scorpio, you have no exoskeleton. So the boundaries get really slippery with you. So you could really take on a lot of the like harshness of the world and make it mean something about you. Do you know what I mean? So you can really start, taking things on unknowingly, and it's like getting locked into your subconscious, and it's creating a lot of negative, very not like thoughts about yourself that are really not serving you. And now what happens there? Again, what I said, everything in the physical world started in the metaphysical world. So if you're thinking, I'm horrible, I'm this, I'm that, oh my God, no one likes me, blah, 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 it's going to show up out there, okay? Because it's also like, it's kind of more in your subconscious. You're not fully aware, right? So you're going to start seeing that out there, even though it's not true, but your outer reality is merely a reflection of your inner reality. So it's like, I think this might be some of you where you're kind of at right now. You might feel kind of like, what the fuck, a little bit, like, what is happening with my life? I feel like I have no friends. I feel like my life is falling apart. I don't feel like I'm good enough, whatever it is, like a lot of limiting beliefs. And how is it that you escape from that? Because Pisces, you have a lot of escapism is kind of part of your shadow. And that's not pointing fingers. Like I talk about the shadows for every sign. So it's like, how can the good stuff find you when you're kind of really like, I feel like the master manifester. So when you're not aware, you're manifesting a lot of painful things and things that just aren't good. They don't make you feel good. It doesn't really go anywhere. It's just kind of like, okay, you're kind of like, you end up being a fish chasing its own tail, right? Because to be like, subconsciously, I'm awful, I'm this, I'm that. And then you look out there, see, like they do think I'm awful. They do think about it. Where is that going? Versus like allowing, being like, oh, I can't wait to go spend time with my friends this weekend. I can't wait to like, go out there and like go to a museum and like be inspired by the art and like, how does that make you feel in your body, right? So it's to really, I think, start paying attention when you get in these states, which is okay. It's kind of to have the courage to look at it, to really look at like, okay, I'm in this state again. Like you are mystical. And if you're like, what? But if you're watching a tarot reading, you're probably somewhat woo-woo, but to kind of ask the higher power to be like, hey, what is this supposed to teach me? Like, what is this? Instead of escaping, whatever that may mean to you, whether it's drinking or just even like daydreaming or closing off or isolating yourself or whatever, escapism or social media, whatever. It's to actually don't do that thing, whatever it is for you, and to really be open with compassion. And like, if you have to you probably have a lot of pent up emotions. I get that. Put your hands on your heart and breathe and be like, okay, I'm in this state again. What is this supposed to teach me? Because like, in a way, it's, you have to really create a lot of boundaries with yourself, kind of, because again, you're that fish, and you're in the water. It's like Cancer, we have the shell, which that's a whole other story. And like Scorpio has that stinger, right? But and Cancer can flee to the land, flee to the sea. But it's like, you're just in the water. So you escape in your own ways here in the physical world, instead of being like, okay, I'm going to dream up my dream life. And what could I do today to make that happen? And you don't have to know the full picture, right? Even if you want to create something, you're so creative. You're like one of the most creative signs, but you can kind of fall into these like just taking everything personally, right? And that's okay. It's not pointing fingers. It's just a matter of to start looking at this and being like, okay, instead of like running away and like beating myself up further and further and further, to be like, okay, this keeps happening. I keep feeling like this. Nothing good is coming in, even though it's like right there. It's all right there, right? What can you do every day to bring yourself back into alignment? And also too, I think there's some of you, this being reversed. The Hangman is all about surrender. And the concept of surrender is like, it can be kind of hard. No, I know, I shouldn't even say that. It takes practice to kind of really feel surrender. But it's to kind of be like, I feel like maybe in your head, you're trying to like fix things, fixing and trying to like, and sometimes you just gotta like sit back and being like, literally everything and everyone is exactly how they're meant to be, right? you're on your journey. Everyone's on their own. So think how much you're in your head about yourself, like, or about, you know, your negative things possibly about yourself. Well, everyone else is too, right? And to be like, but everyone's at different points in their journey of exploring that and healing that kind of stuff. So you need to start looking at you, okay? Where are you at in your journey, right? It's so true. And once you start delving into this, it's like you're meant to create endlessly, like infinitely, because you really do live in the mystical world. And I think it's just to learn to kind of start living in the on earth, kind of, right? To be like, okay, I'm often in this land, this world, to change what is occurring in your metaphysical world and how you can change it to more positive, productive things, creative things, and then how to take step by step, like the lip balm. Okay, step one, I'm going to look up lip balm manufacturers. Step one, whatever. I feel like I want to paint. Go buy a canvas. Just start. I want to write. I don't know. Do you have a laptop? Probably. You don't. Do you have a pen and paper? Great. Like, just start. And the more you surrender, again, it's like no one is out to get you. Okay? No one is out to get you. You are so loved. And it's like everything is as it should be. You're exactly where you're meant to be on your journey. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be on my journey. Your parents are, your whatever, your lovers, your whatever. And it's like the journey just keeps kind of like, so it's like, it's time, I think, to really take care of you and look at you. And you are meant to bring, it's like, I think when you wake up from this, maybe you've been in a bit of a like coma, which is okay, So to free yourself from the 9 of Swords is to kind of just really, and the good news about this, the next number is 10, which is the end of a cycle, right? And it's like we're almost in your season 2, so we're really about to end like a big energetic cycle. And so to start really, stop escaping when you get in these states and start kind of asking for guidance. Okay, what does this mean? I'm open. Okay, I always feel like this. I always feel like people are blah, 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 like, and then it's like to start looking, how do you feel? And to start creating boundaries. It's like, and for you, it might actually be, even if you're not woo-woo, it's like, maybe you should a bit to be like, how do I create kind of more energetic, boundaries with myself in the world, because the world is getting harsher and harsher, and you are a sensitive soul. So you need to start understanding your energy. And maybe like, and everyone has different circumstances, like whether you're whatever, you might be working full time, or you're a parent, or you're doing both, or maybe you're just single, or blah, blah, you're just whatever. But it's like to really, I think, Pisces, like really wake up. And if you can, or at some point in the day, take at least a few minutes to connect and actually figure out what your energy feels like. Because I think you're taking on a lot of other people's and making it about you, right? Being like, oh, it's because everyone hates me and I feel this way. It's like, no, you're taking on so much, because again, the boundaries with Pisces are slippery. There are none. So it's up to you to kind of create them. And so, if you can find ways, what I do, I wake up every day. I try, I'm not perfect. Who the fuck is? But it's like, try to, like, if you can, do a small meditation, even if it's like 1 minute. Meditate. Do some kind of physical activity and watch some kind of video on YouTube, or read something to give you a different perspective on like spirituality, anything. Okay. I think, you're on a path of discovering, maybe for the first time, what your energy actually feels like. And then you can start discerning what is not yours. And then you can start creating what you're really meant to create while you're here. It's not drama, pain, turmoil. It's like art, music, writing, like plays, but you're meant to create. You're meant to create businesses, probably. Like, Pisces, I love you. You're on the right path. Sending you so much love.